Hello, hello. How are you all doing? It's very nice to have you with us today for the beginning of version 3.0 of the Page Builder Summit. It kind of feels like it's been a long time in the making. I'll just very quickly introduce myself, and then I'll hand over to my co-host for the summit to introduce herself. I'm Nathan Wrigley. I do a podcast over at WP Builds about WordPressy things, and also run this summit. That's probably all that you need to know. So I'll hand it over to you. How are you doing, Anshin?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Excited to be here. I run Simply Digital Design. It's a web development studio here in South Africa. And that and the Page Builder Summit keeps me busy. We are hopefully moving to Portugal early next year, so that's the only exciting other thing happening in my life at the moment. But that's it.
That's really nice. Just a couple of quick bits of housekeeping. Now we're sort of showing this feed on a whole bunch of different channels. So it may be that you're watching this over on the WP Build side of things because it's over on the YouTube channel there, or maybe you're in the Facebook group for the Page Builder Summit, or whatever it may be. The comments should all sort of coalesce. And if you're posting on Facebook, you should be able to see the things that are posted over at YouTube. And it does get a little bit strange, and it might be a bit confusing because you might not be able to see certain things. But anyway, the point being that if you wish on the Facebook side of things to display who you are to us, feel free to go to this link. It's you've got to go to chat.restream.io/FB. Say that once more, chat.restream.io/FB. And I guess there's some sort of permission wall there that Facebook don't allow Restream, which is the platform we're using, to let us know who you are, unless you actually click a confirm link. Up to you. If you want to remain anonymous, that's completely fine. But if you do wish to drop something into the chat, feel free. Before we get into the agenda of today, I would be really curious. I can see that some people have already made a few comments. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. If you wouldn't mind just putting your name in there, even if your name doesn't come up in the comment and you feel like you want to add it in, you could do that manually as well. Just tell us where you are and so on. That'd be really nice to hear. And I'll Anshin, is it okay if we just get off piste for a moment and just put a few of these comments up? Is that all right? Yeah, great. So, hello, Rick. Rick, we often see Rick in our WP Builds community on a Monday when we do the show. It's very nice to have you with us, Rick. Here's a great example of what I was meaning a minute ago. So we don't know who this person is. It just says Facebook user because they didn't go to that link. So that's fine. You can remain anonymous. I'm very happy about that. But if you wish to, feel free to put that up there. Heinrich. Again, nice to see you again. Best of luck with the Page Builder Summit. I appreciate that. Hopefully luck is no longer a part of the equation. We'll see how we go. We got Maya in who's been an amazing support to us. Actually, she's been really helpful. She is on the GoDaddy side, who've been a sponsor of the summit many times, and she's been really great helping us through on the GoDaddy side of things. I appreciate that so much. There's a bunch of people saying hi, and I don't know who you are, so I'll just quickly put you on the screen. But there you go. Somebody says hello. Somebody says hello, everybody, and so on. And then we've got George. I missed the South African accent. I'm taking, George, that you once lived in South Africa from that comment, but not entirely sure. Got a few more people from South Africa, another anonymous user there. Oh, George is in Cyprus. There we go. We figured it out. Heidi from the UK. You probably know Heidi from my accent. I'm from the north of England. I live in Scarborough, sunny Scarborough, where it is always raining, apparently. It's certainly raining at the minute. We've got somebody else joining us. This is, again, an anonymous person from Spartanburg in the USA. Forgive me, I'm trying to rack my brains and think what SC would stand for. I can't think. South Carolina. I'm going to go for South Carolina. Let's go with that. But anyway, nice to meet you. And Kimberly as well. Thank you very much. Central Kentucky, a different person. Forgive my pronunciation, Belmuth. I'm not even going to try to butcher your surname, but it is very, very nice to meet you in Austria. A couple more just before we begin. Just went to YouTube instead. Other name there. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Wherever you're watching it, who cares, frankly? It's completely fine. And goodness me, the comments have got away from me. And if you don't mind, I probably could keep going on the comments for ages. Anshin, shall we maybe revisit some of those towards the end and crack on with what we've got to do today? Apologies if your comment didn't get featured, but we'll crack on with the main agenda. So, Anshin, over to you to talk to the people about why we're doing this.
Well, the main reason why we are explaining what we're doing is because we had some people ask how it all happened, and I'm sure we talked a little bit about it in podcasts and things. But I think it's always a good thing to just revisit that. So I think so. You, Nathan, please, help me. I think I did a summit end of 2019, and just before the summit went live, we actually met in person at WordCamp Europe. So I can't remember if we already talked about the summit that I'm going to do, but that was just like a small general WordPress summit, and there were a lot of South African people in featuring, and then a lot of my international friends. And then just after that, I think we started talking, and Nathan really suggested, the page builder specific summit. And Nathan, can you remember what made you?
I think I wanted to, because I primarily do podcasting now. That seems to be what I've ended up doing. But I also do quite a lot of these live streams. I do one every week. And so I really enjoy this bit, the live streaming and the video aspect of things. And so I reached out to you and just said, do you fancy putting on a summit? But I did have in my head at that point that I did want to do it about page builders. My introduction to WordPress, I used to use Drupal, where everything was templated and I had to work with templates. And by the time I'd moved into WordPress, which is probably about 2015 or something like that, page builders like Beaver Builder had already come onto the market. And so I was really beguiled because nothing really equivalent existed in the Drupal side. And so came into WordPress, and already these fabulous interfaces for building things, point, click, drag, save type things existed. And so ever since then, my journey with WordPress has basically been around what page builders can do and how they can speed things up and so on. But I was always curious about how there were way more page builders than I could possibly have time to learn and cope with. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to put on a summit where people who are really good at using the alternatives, not the one that I've chosen, just share their expertise. And so that's really what the summit is about. It's about allowing people who've got Divi experience, Oxygen, Gutenberg, Breezy, Elementor, Beaver Builder, the list goes on, just to come on, show you for 45 minutes or so on something that hopefully is of use to you and you can get something out of. So that's why this summit exists. We did it once just to sort of test the water. That was a year ago. And then we did another one earlier this year, and they were really popular. And hopefully this one will be just the same. So, yeah. I'm going to share my screen, if that's all right, just to show you a couple of things.
Is there a manual link for them to turn on their avatar? So I have to turn that on.
No, on the Facebook side of things, you have to. So let me just say that again, because you may have come in later than the people right at the very start. If you're on the Facebook page, basically Facebook has this permission thing where they won't allow you, and I presume it's GDPR and things like that, they won't allow the platform that we're using, which is called Restream, they won't allow it to have your name and avatar unless you expressly give permission. And you can do that by going to chat, so open up a new tab, go to chat.restream.io/Facebook. And I believe Restream has actually embedded that link potentially in the post. I don't know, it might not be there. But anyway, chat.restream.io/FB. And then you'll have to give whatever permission they wish to. Some people who are really against Facebook and don't wish to, what they do is they just write their name before they write what it is they want to say. So, you write John Doe and then a hyphen and then whatever it is that you want to say. So that's a bit of a kludge, but it gets around it. Is that all right, Anshin? Shall I crack on? Okay, perfect. Right, I'm just going to try and share my screen. Let me just locate what it is. So the first thing that I want to talk about basically is how the whole thing sort of works. I'll share my screen in just a minute, actually. we're going to be sending you out emails every day. If you've gone through the sign up process, we're going to be sending an email. You should have received one this morning. And in that email will be the links to all the different presentations. They should work. But if for some reason the email breaks and the link doesn't seem to work, there's a quick and simple workaround for that, and that is to head to this page, which is pagebuildersummit.com/schedule. And really, all that we've done is we've taken everything from that schedule page, and each morning we put it into an email. So it's an exact replica. So go to that page and honestly, stick it in a bookmark, and in a week from now, delete the bookmark. But for this week, it'll be really useful not having to type that in over and over again. pagebuildersummit.com/schedule. Over there, you'll see absolutely everything that we've got going on this week in terms of presentations and live events and so on. And also, should you need another way to figure out what's going on, we will be pinning a post in the Facebook group with, again, a replica of the information. So just to be clear, the website, pagebuildersummit.com/schedule, the daily email, which hopefully you'll get. And should all of those things fail, go to the Facebook group and you'll be able to find the pinned post for each and every day. Now, we often get a little bit of confusion over these first few sessions because we don't do things maybe the exact same way that you've attended live events before. Most of the events are pre-recorded, and there's a good reason for that. What we want is to get the very best out of the presenters. And so a long time ago, we reached out to them and said, would you like to be part of this summit? Or they came to us. And the expectation in many cases was, are we going to do it live? And we always say, no, could you record it? And then we'll get the best version, the ones without the ums and the ahs or the going down a blind alley. So they've recorded it, they've sent it to us. But just to keep things easy and manageable, we've got a schedule which will go live. So the page, let's say, for example, Anne McCarthy is due to go live in about 45 minutes. If you go to her page any time before 2 o'clock in the UK, it turns out, you just won't get there. The page will not be published. It's a simple scheduled post in Facebook. So if you go there and there's nothing happening, that you can't see that page, click refresh. And then click refresh again if it doesn't work. And then as soon as Anne's page comes in, drop into the chat, introduce yourself, and click play. Now, there's a bit of dissonance there in that we could have 30, 40, 50 people all a few seconds out of kilter with each other, and you might drop in 10 minutes later than anybody else. You might have to go and make a cup of tea or something like that. If that's the case, that's just how it is. The person who is presenting will be around. We've asked them to be around for 1 hour. So in Anne's case, from 2 to 3. If Anne wants to stick around after 3 o'clock, that's up to her. But we've just said for that 1 hour, please. It's really helpful if when you ask a question or make a comment, it can be very helpful to say something along the lines of, I've just got to the bit where, or I'm on 3 minutes 58 or whatever it might be. Just give Anne, give any of the presenters a bit of an indication as to where you've got to, and that will help them ascertain what your question might be about. Because if you just ask, why did you do that as a question, how are they supposed to know which bit we're at? So just be mindful of that. So yeah, go to the page, click refresh if it's not working. But it will remain there for a full 24 hours for you to consume completely for free. So Anne will start at 2 o'clock and we'll shut it down exactly 24 hours from then, and it will no longer be available. But you've got a whole day, an entire day to watch all of those kind of things. And I think in terms of interacting with the website, that's all that I need to say. Have I missed anything, Anshin?
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right, it's over to you again then in that case.
Okay, so I just want to explain about the Vault session. So we've got 6 of last May summit sessions as well. They went live at 11 o'clock and they will be available. We're going to keep them available the whole week. So until the final session, more or less, of the week, they will be available. So if there's ever a time that you're not you don't have anything else to watch, you can go watch one of those Vault sessions.
Yeah.
I think that's it about the Vault sessions. Oh, then we also, if you bought the Power Pack, we have networking and co-working sessions. So those will just be very informal. The networking sessions, we'll just come together on Zoom and we'll just chat a bit, have a little bit of in-person or not FaceTime type of thing. So that would be really good. We also invited the speakers. We don't know who's going to show up, but let's see. And then the co-working, we'll see if it works. I think it did work last time. We just came together and did a bit of work, but we actually at the end of the day, I think we still just made it a networking session. So we'll see how that goes. Is that it for that? I think so. The quiz. Okay. So I did post the link to the quiz in the Facebook group. It should be one of the announcement posts. That's just if you are overwhelmed with too many sessions, because there are a lot of sessions, then you can it's just for fun. You can do the quiz and you can see which we prescribe you watching or you watch. And then I think we've made the bingo. So like the previous summits, we have the bingo game where we will give away some prizes. I will add that link. Well, I'll add the quiz link in the comments as well, but it's just /bingo, and you can download your bingo card, and then there's like tasks that you can do during the week. Some of them are like really obvious, just register or just comment on, like in Facebook or just on the chat, and then you can mark it off. And then if you get a line, like in bingo, you win a prize. So you can look out. There will be like a thread with the bingo winners for each day, so you can just comment on that post.
I'm just going to pause there and answer a couple of questions which have come to light. Okay, let's go for this one first. Oh, it's not really a question. It's just to say, why delete the bookmark at the end if there's a page builder summit for? Good point. Yeah, keep it there forever and ever. Okay, that's good. If you have given Restream, so this is for Daryl, if you've given Restream permission on a different occasion, I don't know if it's tied to this particular channel or this particular stream. I'm not sure. I apologize, but we seem to have got your name and what have you anyway, so hopefully that wasn't too much of an arduous process. A couple of questions here about the same thing. It's about Brian Gardner's topic. We are still doing that. We decided to do it in a slightly different way. If there's a hopefully that is on the page. Hopefully it is on the schedule. I think I can see it. The Future of WordPress websites with Brian Gardner. That is happening, but what we decided to do is transform it into a panel discussion, which is actually going to be live, and it's myself, Brian's colleague Nick Diego, Paul Lacey, who you may have heard of before. So that makes 4 of us. So rather than it being a pre-recorded one, we decided that we would try this one out as a bit of a live one, which is a bit of a departure for us, actually. So we're going to give that a go and see how we feel about that. But it's still happening. Brian will be here, but it will be non-recorded. It will be live. With that raises a slight complication in that we'll do it live. And then as soon as we finished the live, I'm going to have to edit it and make it into a video so that everybody can watch it for the remaining 23 hours or whatever it might be. So there'll probably be some little period of time where it's not as available as it should be, because I'm going to have to go away and edit it for half an hour or an hour or whatever it turns out to be. But it'll still be available in the Facebook group. So you can just watch it over on Facebook instead, or our YouTube channel. That will work as well. Okay, let's have a look. Were there any other questions? So I've answered that about Brian. Oh, good question. Are the Vault sessions only available for Power Pack purchasers, Anshin?
No. They are available to everyone during this week.
We decided last time we released the Power Pack, the Vault, we released them on each day. And we just decided, why not just put them up for the entire week, and then you can just peruse them as and when you like. 6 sessions. I tried to hold up 6 fingers there with one hand. Did you see that? I was unsuccessful. So they're all there they're right at the top of the link. If you click on that on the schedule page, you'll see that. Any other things? Right, I could have slept another hour. Sorry, who's that, Charlie? Yes, sorry. This session is a bit of a filler, just getting you into. This is Charlie. Yeah, maybe you could. Reply. Aren't live yet? Okay, click on the links to me. Yeah. So again, just to be clear about the way that the sessions work, the sessions will only be available at the time it says on the website. We've put 4 different time zones spanning different points in the globe. When it's available, watch it for 24 hours, but you won't be able to see it until that time. But you know, there is no compulsion to watch it quickly. But if you do want to communicate with the presenter, so if you want to talk to Anne McCarthy, you'll need to be there in the first hour that it's presented. Okay, hopefully that clears all of those questions up. There were a few more, but they're probably repeats of similar questions.
There is one about the page redirecting, and I think that might be an issue. Like I might have gotten the date, like it's still the old date, so I'll go change it just
Sure.
just after.
Sure.
So it will be available right now.
Yeah, if you get any, if there's any quirkiness or strangeness that you anticipate is a mistake on our part, then it probably is. But just get in touch. You can email me at admin@pagebuildersummit.com, or Anshan's available at anshan@pagebuildersummit.com, and let us know, and we'll try and get it fixed as soon as we can. Right, where are we at with the rundown for today? Are you going to talk about the Power Pack next, Anshan?
So I don't think I have to say a lot. I think everyone knows that there is a Power Pack that gives you access to everything, plus a lot of nice bonuses. The only thing that I do want to say is, like, when the summit officially starts in 36 minutes, the price will go up. So it will go from the early bird to the actual full price, which is $147. So if you do want to get it now before this, like, now it's still, and the fast action bonus will also disappear then. So now is if you wanted to get it.
Yes, now is the time. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal, actually. There's a lot of nice bonuses in there, and obviously there's a lot of content. I had a question elsewhere. I can't remember. I think it was through email the other day, saying how long is it available for, and with the usual caveats of whatever lifetime means, it basically is available for life. The people that bought the Power Pack for the first summit can still access their content. And if you buy this one, you'll be able to access that in perpetuity. So yeah, it's a good deal. There's an awful lot.
If anything ever happens and we decide to not do it anymore, then we'll just notify them and they can download everything. We'll make everything downloadable.
Yeah.
So
So lifetime with the usual caveats. Lifetime of the product, as they say. Okay, there's one more question. I'm not going to answer this question, Glenn. I'm sorry. What session are you most looking forward to? I'm lucky. I've seen most of them and edited them and what have you. And all I can say is there's a lot of really good stuff, and it really will depend upon what your interest is. You know, if you're curious about something in the Gutenberg world, we've got you covered. Same with Divi, Beaver Builder, we've got you covered. So just cherry pick the ones that you want to see, and maybe bookmark those in particular and show up at the right time. So sorry, massive amount of sitting on the fence there, Glenn, but you know, I think I think it's fine. Can't wait for Mr. Gardner. Well, he'll be here this afternoon with me, Paul Lacey, and Nick Diego. That one's going to be live. Oh, that's nice. Somebody who obviously did buy the Power Pack, Daryl, was actually watching one the other day. That's great. That's really good to hear, because a lot of the content is really, it doesn't go off. You know, it's about things which remain as useful today as they were last week. Some of it is brand new, though. Some of this content that you'll be getting this time literally couldn't have been created a year ago. So that's nice to see. Thank you for saying that. Okay, right. In which case, I'm going to do the next little section. Where are we? Which is to tell you what is actually on the schedule today, just so that you know. Quite a lot. That each day looks a bit like this, except Friday. You know, we really are packing it in. I think there's more going on in this week than we've ever done. The only slight difference is Friday's a bit shorter. Friday we decided to make it a shorter day because we know you like to get your weekends going and things like that. But anyway, here we go. So from 11 o'clock today, all the Vault sessions are available for you to access. So that's already happened. This is our kickoff call. We're doing that now. So 2 o'clock. Can I just say these are all in UK time? So if I say 2 o'clock and it's not 2 o'clock where you are, I do apologise. But that's Anne McCarthy. She's speaking about full site editing, how, what, when, and why. She's one of the people leading the full site editing initiative over at Automatic, and especially the outreach program. So she really does know her stuff. So if you're curious about the future of full site editing, then stick around. You've got 32 minutes and counting to wait. After that, 3 o'clock, we've got Darren Moriali, and he's a big fan of Oxygen. And he's talking about, I love this title, Build Fast Websites Faster. That took me quite a long time to get right. Build fast websites faster with Oxygen. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to give you tips and tricks to cut out the amount of time it takes you to build websites with Oxygen. Michelle Frechette, you may know her. She's one of the most industrious people in our community, the WordPress community, doing all sorts of things. She volunteers over at Big Orange Heart. She works for GiveWP and underrepresented in tech. And on the GiveWP side of things, it's obviously a fundraising platform for WordPress, and she's going to talk about how those two things combine nicely in the page builder space. May very well be that you've got non-profit clients, and that might be right up your street. Then we've got at 5 o'clock the Brian Gardner talk. So that's 5 o'clock UK time. Brian Gardner, Nick Diego, Paul Lacey, and myself. That one's live. So yeah, all the caveats from before. Jennifer Bourne, she's been on the summit before, a fantastic speaker, talks all sorts about how to create amazing content. She really does seem to draw the attention, doesn't she, Ansh? And whenever her sessions have been on, she does seem to get a very nice crowd and very large compliments off the back of it. So that's at 6 o'clock UK time. And then we've got a webinar, which is coming from the GoDaddy Pro team. This is Stefan. And I'm sorry, Stefan. It's Karamančić is, I think, how you pronounce your name. How to save your time and make better websites. And we'll come on to the sponsorship side of things in just a moment. But that's at 7 o'clock. And then we've also rounding off the day with our live network session. The first one, this is for PowerPack owners. Keep your eyes on your email for the links to that. Anshan's taking care of that. I believe we're using Zoom again, are we, Anshan?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So it's a basic Zoom call. Just come and have a bit of let's just chat, essentially. Let's just have a nice social time and enjoy ourselves together. So that'd be nice. Okay, so as you can well imagine, an event like this does take quite a lot of organising. Anshan and I have been busy, especially in the last period, getting things lined up and ready. And one of the things that has to happen in order for events like this to occur is for us to receive sponsorships. And we've been very lucky once again to have some incredible sponsors join us this time. And I don't really know how to say this without sounding like some sort of sycophant, but I do want you to understand I am genuinely delighted that these companies have enabled us to do this. This is not just words coming out of my mouth. I mean it. These companies have been very generous and thoughtful and helping put these events on. So just a quick shout out to these wonderful, wonderful companies. First one is GoDaddy Pro. GoDaddy Pro was built by and for website designers and developers. Whether you're new to web design or growing your existing business, you'll find free tools, products, guidance, and expert support to help you more efficiently create and maintain beautiful sites and wow clients. GoDaddy Pro have got a page on the website. If you find the sponsor link at the top, you'll find that there are a number of sponsors there. GoDaddy Pro is one of them. And I would really ask that you take the time during this summit to put a little back the sponsors' way, go and visit their page and see if there's something there that might delight you. And next one is Elementor. Elementor is the leading WordPress website builder platform, serving professional web creators, designers, marketers, and developers. Join our community of more than 8 million web creators like you who make better WordPress sites with Elementor. Build your future while building websites. Same thing again. They've got a page. please go check it out. Codable, these lovely to have these guys on for the first time this year. Codable connects a community of professional WordPress developers, development experts from around the world with businesses that need a WordPress site built, developed, maintained, fixed, or optimized. We're the only WordPress exclusive service platform and community with over 600 plus freelance developers and teams delivering projects of all sizes to clients globally. Same thing. Go and check out the page, click on the links and see what they've got to offer. Cloudways. Cloudways is all about simplicity and freedom for online businesses. From the choice of 5 industry-leading cloud providers to one-click platform operations, Cloudways ensures that your visitors do not have to face slow loading websites and security issues. Same thing. Go look at the page, please. 20i, again, joining us for the first time, very much appreciated. 20i, supercharged WordPress hosting to help you build lightning fast and ultra reliable WordPress sites without any fuss. Expert support from our WordPress fanatics, plus all your favorite tools baked in. No bloaty plugins required. Updates, staging, backup, speed optimization, plugins and themes management, and security. And also, I should probably say that the first 4 were our gold tier sponsors. Silver is the 20i tier, and then we move on to the bronze sponsors. So thank you to Stackable. You'll be hearing from Ben Intal from Stackable later in the week. Stackable is the all-in-one solution for creating stunning websites with Gutenberg. Discover a whole new experience of web design and page building with Stackable, the ultimate companion to the Gutenberg WordPress editor. And WPML. WPML is the most popular and complete solution for translating your WordPress websites from simple blogs to corporate sites and WooCommerce stores. It powers more than 1 million sites and is compatible with all WordPress themes and plugins. And then we like to make a quick shout out to our micro sponsors. And this year we've been joined by WS Form, One Day Works, WP Ultimo, Ghost Inspector. That logo on the left is Ghost Inspector's logo. It doesn't actually have their branding name on there, but that's what it is. Weglot, Dynamic.000, Green Geeks, again in the middle there, Main WP, WP Remote, and we're done with the sponsors. But for the first time, I want to do a shout out to our speakers. Now, there's a great big list there. You can see all the faces. There they all are. These are the people that have made the whole thing possible. I'm not going to name them all one at a time, but could I ask, in the same way that I said about the sponsors, please go and see the sponsors and say things like, we came to you because we saw something that you did on the Page Builder Summit. Do the same with these guys. If you enjoy a presentation and they drop a Twitter handle, just take 5 seconds. Go say, enjoyed your Page Builder Summit presentation. It was really nice to see you over there, or something like that. They would really appreciate it. So all of those wonderful speakers, and also the Vault speakers, I want to mention them. Plus, we've got a load of live people coming on. You can see their names there. I won't read them all out, but as the summit goes on, you'll see some of these people have been involved in panels of multiple people, 4, 5, 6 people on the screen at once. Some of them pre-recorded, some of them are actually going to be live, but I did want to sort of put a bit of a shout out to them as well. Okay, Anshin, should we talk about the bingo, the bit everybody's been waiting for?
Yeah, so I did mention it, but yeah, they're specifically today. This is the prizes for today. So if you want to win one of these prizes, then you need to post your board or your card for today. So it's just a one-time $25 Amazon voucher, Page Builder Power Pack pass, and if you already bought the Power Pack, we will refund you. Then we've got a free WordPress wireframe blocks kit from Mike Oliver, and we've got a Page Builder Summit t-shirt. So that's for today.
We always get questions about how the bingo works, but if you've ever played bingo, you've got to go and, what is it? Is it /bingo, pagebuildersummit.com/bingo. You download the bingo card, and on the bingo card are a bunch of things that you've got to do. It's like attend a live session, put a comment in the Facebook group or something like that, and then you can sort of stamp them out. It's just a bit of fun. And some people get really into it and they win things. So today you've got the chance to win Amazon stuff, our Power Pack, wireframe blocks kit by Mike Oliver. And it's good. That's a really nice thing. And a Page Builder Summit t-shirt, which I think Anshin is sporting at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. I've not managed to get myself one of those quite yet, but okay. Anshin, have we made it through? Is that everything that we had to run through in today's rundown? I think it was.
Yeah. I have changed the Vault pages, so they should all work. I'll just test them. I didn't want to test them now, but I've made them all to be available until 7 p.m. Friday. So there's, even after the last sessions, there's still some time to watch the Vault.
Okay, so that's great. So you basically got five plus days, lots and lots of hours to check out the Vault ones. That would be, that's really nice. I'm here. If anybody wants to ask any more questions, I'm quite happy to stick around for another 10 or so minutes. If not, and we realise there are no questions coming in, Anshin and I'll probably just disappear. But the thing that I want to say is, have a great day. It shouldn't really say that, should it? It should say have a great week. There's quite a lot going on. There's a ton of things to enjoy. Like I said, please visit the sponsor stuff. Please thank the speakers. Please go and mention it. Oh, here's a funny story. Our Twitter account got clamped shut. Our Page Summit Twitter account, if you try to go to that, it's twitter.com/Page Summit. They've shut it. They've closed it because of suspicious activity. That happened about 18 hours ago. There's nothing I can do to resurrect it. So if you wouldn't mind using the old one, which is Summit at Summit_camp, that might be useful. But please just go and share this stuff everywhere you are. There's on all of the pages, there's some little social share icons down on the left-hand side. Use those. Get other people involved. We'd very much appreciate that. So any questions? Any questions from the audience? Glenn's, is that a question or is that just a comment from Glenn? Don't forget to tick off the kickoff. Oh, is that on the first day, is it? Oh, nice. And we know who's here because we can see all the comments. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Looking forward to today, an anonymous user, especially creating sites using Oxygen. Yeah, Darren's up in about an hour and a half, but you'd be crazy to miss any of today's presentations. But if that's your bag, that sounds really good. It looks like we've dried up on the questions. Really appreciate so many of you showing up. We've got a fabulous number of people watching this. That's very impressive. I'm happy about that. And hopefully you'll stick around and start to watch some of the sessions. I'm here all day long. You can reach me at WP Builds on Twitter if you want. Do you want to disclose your Twitter, Anshin? Is that the kind of thing you encourage? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. It's just Anshin LR. So it's, LR. So that's
okay.
fine.
So I am at I don't know how this will look. Let me see if I can put it up. At WP Builds, and you are at Anshin LR. Let's see what that looks like. Will that look ridiculous? No, there you go. That looks all right. So feel free to reach out to us during the course of the day. We're here. We're having we've put our calendars on hold for this week, and we're here to hopefully make the experience as good as possible. Right at the end, Chris Hughes drops in. Hello. Hiya, Chris. We're going to, seems like there's no more questions. Anshin and I have got a few bits and pieces we probably need to tie up before the whole thing starts. So I guess we'll knock it on the head, Anshin.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you about. Are we doing this each day, Anshin? Have we decided on that?
Yeah, we always go live. It's not as formal as today, but
no, it's not as long as this.
No.
It's much quicker. Here's what's on today, and we're off. Kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see you later in the week. Very nice to meet you all, and see you later. Thanks very much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.